Greetings and peace to you. I hope you're well and in good health, of a sober mind, and in spiritual equilibrium. Today we continue Imitation of Mary, chapter 19, Dryness of some souls in the practice of piety and even in communion. The believer. Mary, next to Jesus, you are my refuge and my counselor. Thank you for the instruction you have so kindly given me. Yet, Holy Virgin, at communion time, despite my efforts to have the sentiments which the presence of the body and blood of the Lord should inspire in me, my soul is often dry, my heart cold. Why is it that I cannot share at that time in the sentiments of tender love and sensible sweetness that must have been yours when you carried Jesus in your womb, and which devout souls share when they receive communion? Mary, my child, when you find yourself dry at communion time, humble yourself with the reflection that you deserve such a condition because of your unfaithfulness. Then bear your burden patiently in expiation of your sins, and do not lose heart. If you have reason to believe that your state of deprivation is really a punishment, then change your ways. If it is only a trial, then turn it into a source of merit through your submission. The profit from a good communion is not necessarily connected with enjoyment at the time of reception. The profit to which I refer is fidelity to one's duties. A heart may be sincerely and entirely dedicated to God, and yet find no pleasure in the things of God. Many souls who are advancing fervently along the path of perfection are tested by dryness in prayer, and even when they approach the Eucharistic table. Virtue does not depend on tangible consolation. On the contrary, it is to be feared that souls may not be sufficiently detached from such consolation. The divine spouse knows quite well what souls need. He gives to some a sweetness and consolation he does not give to others, because he wants the latter to adore without seeking to understand fully. A negligent soul must not expect generosity on the part of Jesus. On the other hand, a faithful and fervent person ought not to regret having occasion to show Jesus that he serves him for his own sake and for his gifts. Do not think, then, that God is rejecting you when you feel repugnance in his service. Instead, strive faithfully to please him, and do all as though you found his service delightful. My child, go to your God through faith rather than through the senses. Try to please him in all things. If you succeed, you will have found the happiness the saints sought and found. The state of dryness can be a great help to holiness if you profit by it to adapt yourself to the divine plan. What God intends to accomplish through your persevering in such a state is to teach you not to seek yourself, but to find your happiness and merit in pleasing him. The believer, Holy Virgin, I deserve no consolation, And in this, as in all things, I bow to the will of the divine teacher. Blessed be he, if in his mercy he places me among those to whom he grants these sensible consolations. But blessed be he, too, if he denies me them. I ask no other consolation of Jesus than to be faithful to him. I regard myself as infinitely blessed if I may sacrifice all my own heart's desires to those of the heart of Jesus, my God, and if I may do my duty without having any other pleasure than that of knowing that I do it in order to please him. God bless you. God love you. God's peace to you. Please pray for me as I pray for you.